Why did I crash on something so minimal? Because I wasn't paying attention. Because my mind was on how I need to make a phone call as soon as I'm done this ride. Because I've taken my bike in 3 times for the same issue and it's still not fixed. Having trouble shifting gears. I got my whole front and rear chain rings, cranks, drivetrain, all replaced brand new. Still having the exact same issue with no improvement. I was fixating on that. I was getting pissed about the fact that I was fixating on that. Because what I'm supposed to be doing while I'm biking is just think about biking. Now I'm dizzy.
This I just made today. This I tried to make a galaxy, but it didn't turn out well.
Looks like another OD in the park, judging by the first responders there. I don't know if I'm going to have enough time in this area to really say all that I want to say about it. It's a complicated issue, but it's an interesting one with a lot of course, complexity and nuance if it's kind of taken more than just face value of transients / homeless, unfortunate folks and their draw to public spaces such as parks like this, Galt Gardens in Lethbridge, and how that complicates the relationship that the rest of the people, or just all people in the area, have with this space. Because no, we can't classify everyone who's in this unfortunate circumstance as the same or acting the same or doing the same things, not at all. But I mean, statistically, there's higher rates of substance abuse, which at times will lead to more erratic behavior and things of that nature. So, I don't know. It's just one of those things where we've got, you know, a spray park over there too that attracts children. And then we've got, you know, what looks like people ODing there. I mean, just yesterday morning there was an OD on the steps of SAG, which is over there, which is Southern Alberta Art Gallery. And yeah, there's like kids programs stuff running. I don't know, it's like one of those things. I mean, there's like public space like over there in that building. It's not really a building. I mean, there's like a stage and stuff, and there's concerts and whatever else. And yes, there's security set up here, but I mean, I don't know. It's just one of those things that these spaces, for a plethora of reasons, attract certain types of people. Yeah, there's other people who would be using that space as well. And I don't think that the space was intended, you know, for homeless folks to sleep and obviously do drugs and whatever else that they're gonna do. Not only homeless people, mind you, but you know, I don't know what would fix that problem. That's where I fall short, right? Like, obviously better programming, more shelters, more money in those scenarios. If we had more of that, I think we would have less need for paying security to just come through here 24/7, day and night. So I mean, that's one way that costs could be adjusted, I guess, and more balanced and stuff. But it is, and it's been this way for decades. Decades, this area. I remember as a kid, my mom was telling me like how we shouldn't go downtown. She was like scared of going downtown and walking around in this area downtown. And it's the thing, like, even just a couple of years ago, when my sister moved here, I mean, there's somebody just like masturbating right in front of them in the middle of the day while she was just trying to sit on a park bench and just enjoy nature, enjoy the peace and calm that should have been in the park. Yeah, there's a lot going on. Like I said, a lot of complexity, a lot of mental health issues, a lot of things that are statistically attributed to unfortunate folks that are drawn to this area. And it's not necessarily about getting people out of this area, but I mean, people that would be using different services maybe, or that would find another area more beneficial, then maybe wouldn't be here doing a lot of things. I mean, it's such a huge, complex problem. Again, I don't want to stick my foot in my mouth too much and talk about stuff that I don't know enough about. So it's, again, a complex issue that's, I don't know, it's just unfortunate that, I'm guessing, I don't know, it's hard to say, like, the reason the park was built or the reason this area exists should be for everybody, but everybody using it in a safe, non-threatening manner, right? It's not about exclusion, it's about making it accessible to everyone, with the caveat of everyone who's using it appropriately. Anyway. We'll see how this one goes. I feel like I'm getting into a spaceship escape pod or something. I was in there for about an hour this time, so this is my third float in total, second one at this location. I definitely didn't force myself or try too hard. I mean, either to think about things while I was in there or to stay for the whole duration of 90 minutes. Yeah, like I said, I was in there about an hour, and definitely let my mind go to where it naturally went, which wasn't a good place. I don't know, just a lot of self-reflection, but in a way, in filth it will be found. So that's just an opportunity for more reflection post-float, and maybe do some writing and think about things and how to move forward. So, Randy and I are doing more collabing lately, and this is her brainchild. We did it together. I really like how it turned out now that the finish is on there. I'll put a proper picture up here in a bit. But yeah, she had the whole concept and idea for it, and we painted the background together, painted the legs together. She kind of put the adhesive on everything, and we did the spray painting together. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And she wanted to do an abstract, so we picked up this 24 by 24. She's going to try her first abstract today. This is the first painting she's done since like high school. Also, another hot tip, again, check the discount section at Michael's. $10, normally $50, because of this little hole that you can just gesso right over. And yeah, that's it. Well, there's that beauty. I think we titled it Mars, Susceptible. But I really enjoy that. Definitely something I wouldn't have done on my own, which is a true collaboration then. Speaking of collaboration, because Randy wanted to start doing some abstracts, this is the one we're going to do together. No, sorry, this is mine. I'll be doing this alone. This is the one we're doing together, the square one. And this is one that she is going to do on her own, just, yeah. But she's playing with, man, I love thick gesso so much. And, yeah, just playing with some texture and getting that going. So, in the storage space, as you can see, I just finished recording a review on retrowave or synthwave, and specifically about Trevor Something as well. So that's cool. I came to drop some stuff off too because I picked up a couple books and I'm finished with, a couple of movies and series that I had going on. So I thought I'd drop those off and see what it would be like to record an episode in here. Another reminder, other than the videos, there is a podcast option under the title Artist Personal Journalist. You can follow my Linktree and you can find the podcast there. It is under Anchor, but you can find it on any, or almost any, podcast platform or app. So, anyway, Artist Personal Journalist, a little plug for that. Yeah, chilling in here. There's a new chair in here. I almost fell asleep in it. I don't really want to make it a habit of coming to the storage unit to chill, because it's not like the most comfy space. I'd rather be at the studio. But this chair is pretty comfy, and I was tired. So, anyway, I'd like to make it not a habit to have to come to the storage unit at all. But every once in a while, I want to drop some stuff off, or, unfortunately, sometimes I need to pick some stuff up, and it's a struggle within all these bins to find where things are, but that's my life. So, there it is. Okay, this is the piece. Sugar, honey, ice, and tea. That has taken, I don't even know how many months now, a ridiculous amount of time to dry. That is not dry. I did some more lifting today with paper and with paper towel, and so it's not as pitch black as it was before, which is disappointing. I still like the look of it, but I need to have this piece done. Like, this needs to be done, and I need to put a finish on it. Now, here's the thing. The finish I want to put on it is a fancy, nice satin finish that I put on with a foam brush so there's no streaks. However, there are other options. And I'm an idiot, and I should have thought of this months ago. Because obviously I have spray adhesive, or sorry, not a spray adhesive, I have spray finishes as well. I mean, I do have spray adhesive, but that's not what we want to use on this. So I have spray finishes as well. I have matte, I have glossy finish, and then I have a matte finish. Now, I don't know how this is going to work. I don't know if it's going to seal this or not. I don't want a glossy finish on this. I really don't. I also don't want a matte finish. I want my satin finish. But maybe if I spray this down with matte finish first, then then it'll seal it a little bit, and then maybe it'll dry, and I can go over it with my fancy brush satin finish. So that's what I'm going to try today. I'm going to take this into the studio and put this finish on it, and we'll see what happens. This is one of my favorite things in the world. Okay, so I've got the matte finish on there, and it looks much nicer than it did before. I'm just out here because I want to keep the curtains closed in my studio to keep the keep it cool, keep the sun out. But yeah, I'm gonna put this finish on now. I kind of touched it, and I'm not getting the black. So this is something I could have done months ago, because it really screwed up my timeline too of when pieces are done and when they're not done. Because I posted pieces that I finished since this one. Anyway, let's see if I smear it or what. I've never done this before. I've never applied like a brush finish over a spray finish. I'm hoping it still brings out some of the piece, because that's the thing, because that spray finish like sealed in, which is what I wanted it to do, sealed in this black, it also might prevent it from, you know, actually bringing out the elements of it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see real quick if it smears or not. Okay, going down here first, leaving the black till last. Okay, that seemed to have worked. Again, it's not the ideal, and it's something I could have done an incredibly long time ago. And we'll really get the effect once it's dry. That's when we'll really know what's up, but there we go. That looks beautiful right now, but what an idiot. Always learning, always learning.
Helicopter.
So, I'm just capping off the vlog here. I've got a bunch of raw rides up. I have a conversation, and, well, I guess the conversation is about goal setting and different types of goal setting and stuff, and just more of a reminder for me to keep on track in a certain direction and be more disciplined. And then I have a review up of some retro wave stuff, how I got into the genre of retro wave and synthwave, and specifically about Trevor Something, who's the best. So that, yeah, conversation, review, and a whole bunch of raw rides. Check those out. Randi and I have been collabing a bunch on pieces, and she just started painting up a storm out of nowhere. Just crazy. I'm going to leave her link tree in the description above mine, so I would go check out her stuff. Primarily, she's been, expressing herself with photos for a little while, especially this past year, getting way more into that. And then she just tried painting, and it just took off like crazy. So we've done some collabs, and then, like I said, she's been doing her own painting, so check that stuff out. She's got pieces for sale already, pretty reasonably priced. Some smaller pieces, some mid-sized pieces. And by the time this is up, she'll probably have more done. Anyway, we'll see you at another time.